Hey, you right. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Hey, you right about now. How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling?
Yeah.
I need some energy.
Yeah.
Y'all done took a shower. You got cute. Y'all ain't come here to look cute only, okay? We here to share the vibe, share the space. Welcome to beautiful Avant-Garde. We are right about now poetry. If you're here for a good time and a great time, let me hear you say hell yeah. If it's his first time rocking with us, let me hear you say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, if you're like, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this, let me hear you say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, some of y'all are like, okay, I'm just here. That's fine too. Once again, welcome to the beautiful Avant-Garde. We are right about now poetry. We're here each and every Wednesday. If it's your first time with us, welcome. If you're like, I'm coming back, welcome back. A few things before we get into the show, right? So, I got one rule for the night. And that rule is respect the mic. I got one rule for the night, and the rule is respect the mic. I got one rule for the night, and the rule is respect the mic. Pull out your phones, put them bitches on vibrate, okay? Androids, just turn them off, okay? I've been fighting the urge, and it just never works out. We want to make sure that everybody that steps to the stage gets your undivided attention. And so if you want to boo or babe, put it in the palm, because we all want it. We don't want to hear it from the back. But if you're like, damn, I need to get this off my chest, step out into the parking lot. And when you step out into the parking lot, there's a taco truck. Go ahead and grab yourself something to eat. If you're like, damn, shit gets warm out there, go on the inside. There's a whole second bar. Okay, you can say hi to Lalo once you're on the inside. We got Janae and Fantasia taking care of you in the back. Y'all give it up for our bartenders in the back. You take care of them, they take care of you. We got sangrias, we got frozens. Make sure to check it out. It's also a water fountain, okay? It's like a sculpture behind this young man with the hat and the white shirt. And if you looking like, bitch, you talking about me. But there is a water fountain behind him if you get thirsty and you're not indulging in the liquors. If you don't know where you are parked, now's the time to figure that bitch out, okay? The city of Houston with ticket and tow your shit. If you are parked in the center over here, you are parked like an asshole. If I get cussed out, you get cussed out too. So now's the time to go move your shit. Retail parking lot to my right and vegan parking lot to my left. They will ticket and tow your shit. Go move it. We are not responsible for any ticketed or towed cars. What's a great way to ruin a great night? Walking home. That's all I'm saying. Okay, you decide on what you want to do tonight. Poets, welcome. You signed up on the open mic list? Yeah. Yes, right? Some of y'all did? No? Ain't nobody signed up on the list? Y'all signed up on the list? Yeah. Okay, cool. Poets, when you get to the stage, somebody say grip, and stroke. Grip. And you see how I did that? You see how the mic just moved, right? Okay, if you're like Shrika, whoa, squeeze and move it, whatever you gotta do, just to come bring your strong ass up here breaking the mic. Okay, that is how you maneuver the mic. You see how you can hear me loud and clear? Make sure to talk into the mic, okay? Don't be coming up here trying to get the mic low. Hello? It don't work like that, friends. Make sure you're speaking into the mic. Poets, if you got an intro, your ass shouldn't have an outro, okay? These are not rolling credits, okay? I got a list of 30. I'm trying to get everybody on that list on the stage. If I don't get to you today, don't tussle with me. Just come back next week. That's all I'm saying. Right, poets, when you give your intro, give your poem should not be shorter than your intro or outro, okay? I'm just trying to tell you something. Make sure you tell the people where to find you so they can connect with you. Audience, you have one job today. It's to treat everyone on this stage like the family member you choose. Cool? So we are poets, we feed off of energy. Energy could be clapping. Somebody clap for me. Somebody clap for me. Energy could be snapping. Somebody snap for me. Somebody snap for me. Happy Pride Month. Take them keys out. Take them keys out. Take them keys out. Energy could be you struggling, friend. Yes, yes. You could gentleman keys if you're able to. Stomp for me. Stomp for me. Stomp for me. All right. It could be a hell yeah. Spit that shit, poet. Spit that shit. You know, on the full good, you go, ooh. It burn your tongue, you go, ah. You know, whatever moves you, okay? Whatever moves you, we want to know that you feel in the words. We put in the work so that you can hear. Audience, you ready for the first artist of the night?
Yeah.
Not quite, right? So, like, we got an open mic list, but we also have a feature. Somebody say feature. Okay, we got a feature, King Luce, all the way from Columbus, Ohio. He's in the back. He's gonna be shutting down the show. So after intermission, don't you go nowhere, okay? Make sure to support the artist. He has books on sale, yeah, books on sale, books on. Okay, we gonna rock. I wanna see what y'all rhythm like, but it's cool. So I do a call and response. So when I say you ready for the next artist, I need you to say hell yeah. And when you say hell yeah, I need y'all to act like y'all want some money, okay? Y'all ain't gotta do y'all little tax return, okay? The car note is paid for, all of that, right? So I need all that good energy. So you ready for the first artist of the night? Let me hear you say hell yeah. Hell yeah. What you gonna do? Give me some love. Give me some energy. Give it up for Sample. All the way to the mic. All the way to the mic, yeah.
Let's go!
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Samo.
Hey, y'all can follow me on Instagram at SamoJewels, SamoJewelz. Can y'all hear me well enough? Yeah. All right, touch it. If you think the brands or bands spit to ice out your hands will make me a fan, then your taste bud is bland. And don't get me wrong though, if you got some racks to make ice diamonds turn black, then do that, Jack. It ain't my thing. Yeah. Not for this queen. I move my own light to shine, a natural gleam. Yeah. I want my king to want more than ice on his sweet teas, more like seasonings on rice and red beans. You have no flavor letting that ice water you down. Yeah. Get you a hot lemon pepper slipper. This is all taste and satisfaction. I ain't looking for no glitter or fake gold, just essential to feel whole. I want some home cooked love that'll make me fall off the bone. Something that gets messy like oxtails and wet gravy, or sweet mango kisses your mouth less speechless, and succulence gets me sucked F me up into submission. Cause I'm on a mission. And by that I mean he. Tasting his sweet love in the morning, afternoon, or evening, or whenever my God ordained man pleases his sweetness, he can eat this whenever. Indulge in this craving and convert it into a healthy energy. Smoothie King wouldn't have nothing on me. Pray for your nutritional protection to fight temptation when you walk out in the morning at the donut shop before work, because it may look good, smell good. Shoot, I know you bagged a few couple hoes, but you couldn't have just one. Cheated on a good thing, now look what you've done. Yeah. Because it's patience for feeding your soul. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour to make a good roux, about 4 hours on a low heat simmer to bake some beef stew, about 24 hours for us to marinate in some intimacy. My man, come dig into me, into a new life where you'll never have to think twice. Is she good for me? I'm gonna make sure you poop every day. Releasing all that toxic and decomposed bile that had you constipated and sick from your past relations where your pants couldn't fit, but I'm it. I'm everything I need and willing to allow you what real love tastes like. Thank you.
Y'all know how much I sell is by the pound? That's real love, okay? Oh, that's so fancy. Y'all give it up for the poet. Give it up for the poet. Okay, maybe Houston, my love, okay? Because I'm falling off the bone in this motherfucker. Okay. Titty Sweat Committee, we here, we locked in, we back. Y'all ready for the next artist? Let me hear you say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Y'all know what to do. I need all the love. I need all the energy. Give it up for EXO. EXO to the mic. EXO to the mic. Applaud the poet.
Hey, how y'all doing?
You can pull it up a little more, Frank. You ain't gotta hurt your neck. Go ahead. Just squeeze and move a little. Yeah, there we go. Put a pole there.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Exo. I got a new one for y'all. This one is called Retro Game Boy. Leftover memories compiled together from a compilation of forgetfulness. I take a small dose, small sips to help me reminisce on my innocence. To navigate my innermost thoughts, I transverse through jungles, valleys, mountaintops, and swamps, just to find a small piece of myself that I once lost. The part of me that's about the same age as when 2 decades seemed like a life lived long. To be honest, the journey I made has all been a campaign to correct my deepest mistakes and to ease my shame. I've jumped through channels. I landed in the oldest corners of my psyche and found a young boy that used to look like me, oblivious and calm. I approach so close that I can even smell the Rice Krispies on his notes, and he don't even recognize me. That's cool, because neither did I. How could I expect the boy so young to be that ahead of his time? He's from the age of dial-ups and stuffed up CD-ROMs. From the land of hooping on hot concrete with no shoes on until someone yelled out 21. I turned to this kid and I asked myself, where the fuck did I go so wrong? Then I lifted this kid up off his feet like, save yourself before you get this tall. I'm trying to warn you, boy. And why the fuck you still holding that Game Boy? This ain't a Game Boy. This ain't no Mario Land with stars and coins. Although Bowsers do exist and shells can fly and mushrooms do make you live. But you'll learn in due time why peaches make me nauseous. Basically, I'm saying, handle scorching flowers with extremist of caution, but enjoy your youth, young blood. Enjoy it well. Just stay away from females who salivate after wearing Chanel, because Chanel, she swings the hardest. Realistically, she could be a martial artist, but she gonna try to catch you in your chicken. So even in your dreams, learn to bob and weave, and yes, when it's that good, it makes it very hard to leave. But don't say I never warned you behind. Before I go, small word to the wise. Don't eat no chicken sandwiches from Popeyes in 2029. Eating that chicken sandwich was like being forced to watch a TV show called Constipation. And 2 months later, you still stuck on season 2, episode 22, timestamp 22. Sounds like a rough sitcom, don't it? And you think 2030 was any better? No. Because Whole Foods did dirty science with the produce and our vegans got shit. You've never 1188 77 24 will be your lucky numbers if you itching and you kind of score. But a piece of advice, shortcuts ain't really your type, and loud money makes hungry zombies. But other what the fuck you think you're doing? What if you don't put that label down? I mean, shit, I'm out here jumping through loops just to put you on diamonds, and I don't know, maybe you should listen. This last part's important, so please, pay attention. Now, if you ever see that opportunity, you better take it. And if you ever feel pain, don't show it, fake it. The burden you carry is heavy, and tears will only loosen your grip. So straighten your back and step on those pins. Let the young ones behind march safely on bloody footprints. You might just say they sold. In pursuit of riches on this grimy yellow shit road, and you stand where I stand, this is how you jump home. Repeat. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Someone, anyone bring me home. Either way, I hope you listen to this old head more than I did. Because by the time we turn 21, most of these games got Game Boy Advance.
We gon' keep it rockin'. You rockin' with the late nine. Y'all give it up for the poet. That's how you sound. I was like, damn, okay, tell them real love. I know that's right. Y'all applaud the poet, applaud the poet, applaud the poet, applaud the poet. Let's keep it rocking. You ready for the next artist? Let me say hell yeah. Y'all know what to do. Keep the energy flowing. Keep it going. Give it up for Bougie, the entertainer. Applaud the artist, applaud the artist, applaud the artist. Looking like sunshine. Let me learn. How y'all doing? Y'all gotta give me more energy than that. How are you doing? Alright, okay. So I'll be at Faith the Black this Saturday with my girl Black Swan. I was also just featured and going viral on Warren's platform.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amir.
Shout out to
Got them creeps in my backs, my DMs. They're clowning because he would post the one poem about me sucking dick. Okay. I was like, oh no, I'm a teacher. Where did you get that? Where did you get that? Oh my God, he really got that in his stash. Oh shit, but I stand behind it. It's my shit and I stand behind it. Let me hear you say new shit. New shit. Alright, don't judge me. I'm old school. I'm over 40, goddammit. I'm a cougar and shit. I still write no books. Every poem I have is in this book, okay? So do not judge me, okay? Alright, here we go. This one is called Poor Pussy Management. I said don't judge me. Jesus. You see, loneliness will give you poor pussy management. It will have you out here looking for a fix like a junkie looking to score. That is, you wanting some more. But the darkness is dark and lonely. It's where your mind never stops going, and now you're on your phone scrolling, looking for a fix to an itch, something quick and meaningless because love doesn't live here anymore, or does it? I stumble across the name of Choice. Oh yeah, I remember his voice and his touch too. His sex was just okay, but it'll do for today, cause I'm at least guaranteed to bust the nuts. Damn, y'all, I'm about to fuck up. Because loneliness has showed his bitch ass up, and I'm not woman enough to control what the pussy wants, so I send the text. Hey babe. Keeping it generic and the same, head this way. This little game that we both play when we just want to fuck. So no highs, how you doing, how's your day, just get right to the buck. I mean, why even play? So I guess loneliness takes another win. For this is the story of just how poor pussy management begins. To be continued, poem. My name is Bougie, you guys. Follow me on all social media platforms. Go check me out. Bougie, BOUJIETE.com. Shop my merch. I absolutely got merch, and I'm a fucking Gemini. Damn, y'all give it up for the artists. But give it up for the DJ. You hear this? Yeah. I swear I'm Miguel in my dreams, okay? Me. I be singing that in my car. Okay. Tell me that. That's not what I'm here for. That's cool. Y'all was like, bitch, shut up, girl. Y'all ready for the next artist? Let me say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Y'all know what to do. I need all the love. I need all the energy. I see you over there too. You drinking, I'm gonna let you rock. Give it up for Shatrilla. To the mic. I'm gonna keep the Geminis going, keep the Geminis going, keep the Geminis going, keep the Geminis going. Get her. Oh, that's all I got, friends. I got nothing else for y'all. Applaud the poet, applaud the poet, applaud the poet. What up, though, y'all?
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I'm Shatrilla. SHA''Trilla. Y'all follow me on, subscribe to YouTube. Some people think they liking is subscribing, but it's just liking. So, subscribe so y'all know when I get better and better. Y'all follow me, So it's Shatrilla. And I'm going to do a compilation of different songs, but it's in one. You heard me. Just real quick. I never stay here long. I'm here for a long time. Shatrilla. I forgot.
Hi. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. You swear you seen it all. The fire-breathing dragon in the belly of the beast is born. You are not alone. When the river is frozen, the melody is different. The old me is gone. So I sing to you this song. When the river is frozen, I can now walk on water. It'll save our sons and daughters from the everlasting cold. It takes fire to warm, create your shelter from the storm. See, I can send you through the storm, but be your spiritual Lord. When the river is frozen, the melody is different. The old me is gone. So I sing to you this song. Planting 5 sunflowers for the heart of ocean. Sharpen your machete with the tongue of old gold. Honey on my blade, make a ninja throw up. Whispers to the wind from my sister Oya. Radio is spin, won't you give me airtime? A piece of my mind, won't you dance around the fire? When you master self-love, everything behind that. Open up your pineal gland, elevate to climax. When that river is frozen, the melody is different. The old me is gone. So I sing to you the song. When the river is frozen, I can now walk on water. It'll save our sons and daughters from the everlasting cold. Again, I'm Shy Trilla, S-H-A' Trilla, T-R-I-L-L.
Let's keep it rocking. Y'all ready for the next artist? Some of you say hell yeah. Y'all know it's him. I need some love. I need some energy. Give it up for Keenan Thomas.
Bring them out.
All the way to the mic, all the way, all the way.
Rails in your mouth. Bring them out. 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 Bring them out.
Keenan, where you at, Keenan? Keenan? Is it Keenan? Now I know what it's saying that word. Somebody say rewind. I sound out the words, okay? He said it ain't Keenan. I was like, God damn, it's the same letter, but I get you, friend. Y'all know what to do, audience. I need y'all to start clapping. Give one more Keenan.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah. All right. How y'all doing tonight? Yeah, feel good outside. All right. So I'm just gonna jump into it. This is a poem that I wrote. I wrote it last year. I've been working on it since. I'm still working on it. It's still not complete. The ink is still not dry.
Yeah.
But, hey, fuck it. I'm performing it.
You ain't even start yet.
So this is called Life, ... Boiling water, hard as the egg, and soft as the potato. See, I never laugh at my neighbor when they're going through a lot, because you never know how you're going to react when the flame is under your pot. And see, I've been on my 3rd degree all year, juggling different hardships, my trinity. I saw my first drive-by when I was 5, and that shit left me traumatized. Pop yelled, "Get on the floor." And the whole time I thought it was fireworks. Later on, he put that gun in my hand, and he taught me how that fire works. See, I've been off safety ever since a kid, ambivalence on the fence I straddled. It's in a battle intensified. I can't become a chattel or a slave to my thoughts. Just a 5'11" nigga trying not to be 6 feet under gravity. Like I said, I'm still working on it. All right.
Here we go. So a teacher, and I still feel like I ain't got it, no. Lesson plans, short attention spans as I walk the tightrope. State exams on my head like, am I giving these kids hope? Where do I go? The biggest balancing act every day as I find my way. Half a pound or YouTube plays without premium subscriptions. Yet my mission is to strengthen my mental to navigate this maze to the finish. I'm in the best stage of my life. This dope black dad raising 3 daughters that vary in age, and yeah, bet they all came with a 12 gauge and an AK, and I will waste Columbine on any R. Kelly that try to test mine. But whatever, I ain't got time of my girl saying, you better be out there making a killing. Bigger figures, she tired of 50-50 living. I'm pushing my limits. Fuck it, I charge it to the game to pay the invoice. I heard a man with no money is a man with no voice. Leave me with no choice to be the loudest nigga if I'm out winning. So fuck being coy. Pro Club, I Chuck T's as they converse and attach my manhood to commerce, but what's it all worth? My daughters rely on this provider to come forth, protect her, emotional support, and much more. My name is Keenan Harris, y'all. Thank you.
Y'all applaud the poet. Okay. I was drive by. You seen the bars. That's a period. I was in the back like, yeah. We still writing, motherfuckers. Yeah. I wish I could do that. I can't. Okay. Y'all ready for the next artist? I mean, you say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know, that's right. I need y'all to start clapping, start clapping, start clapping, start clapping. Hey, he gonna come with a cane. I need y'all to give it up for Poet. Damn. All the way from the back. Yeah, I know that's right. Yeah. Hey, y'all, but he's on a world tour right now. Y'all applaud the poet, applaud the poet, applaud the poet.
Peace, poetry, and pen. I need all my fathers, uncles, stepdad. Stand to your feet for me real quick. Ain't nobody got no kids. No men that got no kids in here. Come on. All right. Now let me say this to y'all. Don't allow no one, not even yourself, or no situation, turn your sky into a city. Peace, poetry, and pen. All right. Thank y'all. This poetic pen I'm about to give y'all is one of my favorite nerve-touching and mind-strengthening pieces. July 28, 1980. The day I was born into this world, the only responsibility I had was to enjoy the innocence of my life. The pursuit for happiness is on my mind. Making my legacy legendary is visualized through my eyes. A man is not born, but made. A father is not made, but born. The protection and happiness for a father's family is just as important as the happiness and protection of ourselves. A father is unique. When a father falls, I don't panic. I manage, get back on my feet, and continue to be unique. Us fathers, we know our worth. When you fuck with a father's fatherhood, trust and believe your feelings will get disturbed. Us fathers are not perfect. The trials and tribulations a father takes you through may be worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, I said us fathers are not perfect. The word of the Father speaks to you, and the lesson of God to you will be worth it. A father is Mexican. A father is Caucasian. A father is American Indian. A father is Puerto Rican. Our father is the reason why us fathers wake up and go to sleep with peace. This world needs a father's strength and guidance to lead, breathe, and succeed. Therefore, dreams will become reality, and reality will be seen. If you are a father, you know of a father, or maybe you're planning to become a father, then you feel it, his poetic, him, living. Peace, hope, and
Peter, hey, Pete. Hey, happy early Father's Day to all the fathers and the daddies. Y'all know. All right. We're going to keep it right. You ready for the next artist? Some of you say, hell yeah. I need to feel all the love. I need to feel all the energy. Give it up for J6. J6 to the mic. J6 to the mic. J6, you better be sprinting up here, okay? Dance or something. Get it, shorty. Y'all apply the poet.
Oh man.
I appreciate you guys. Put my hair right in the Hey man, so it's your boy J6. I go by H Towns. I'm just gonna grace H Towns. Let's go grace on IG. It's a pleasure to be for people tonight. And shout out to wanpoetry. When I say feeling good, you're gonna say feeling great, feeling good? Feeling good? Hey, y'all gotta wake the fuck up, man. Come on, when I say feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. All right, so look, I got some new shit. Yeah, I'm gonna read from my phone. You got a problem, oh well. And it's some sentimental shit, so I'm being vulnerable. It's Pride Month and it's mental health awareness month, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. Cause we all need those moments to get on the mic and speak our shit. All right, so get it. To the one I let go, I'm sorry. Not for leaving, but for not knowing how to stay. I shook and sailing smooth until I detoured out of fear. You offered me peace and I mistook it for a storm. I wasn't ready for a love so pure it made me question myself. So I ran. Not from you, but from the mirror you held up to me. It's been 8 years and still your name drifts into my dreams like smoke that never learned how to settle. I only see you once a year, but that's enough to remind me of something that I still can't hold. And if these dreams mean anything, I pray you find your freedom. Not to return to me, but to return to you. There was a moment years later when you cracked the door open again and just enough for me to see what could have been. You said, sometimes I feel like I'm supposed to be with you. And my heart leapt off the cliff you led me to. I thought that would be our new beginning, but it was just the echo of a love still loyal to someone else. You repeated my words, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And I smiled, not because they were true, but because they still lived inside of you. 5 hours in that car and I love you, but you stayed devoted to the pain that he gave you. Maybe you're just an Aries, too loyal for your own healing. Or maybe you never stopped loving me either, just got better at hiding it. I get over you every year until I see you again. You know, I'm 12 years old all over again, staring at the sky, hoping love can be rewound. You were devastated when I left, but so was I. I just didn't know how to love what was already perfect. They say you only get one great love. I just didn't expect mine to come so early to leave so soon. You were the spark and the strategy, the news behind my logo, my business, the mirror to my ambition and the calm inside my chaos. We laughed like children, but we dreamed like visionaries. We had a blueprint, but I tore that shit up out of fear. It was too good to be real. Now every new connection feels like a faded replica of something I already built and accidentally left behind. I used to think I was crazy for still loving you 8 years later. But now I know love doesn't always need a relationship to remain real. If life ever loops back to you, God, I won't hesitate. No more detours, no more doubts. You'll have your ring before the sun sets twice. Because unfinished love still deserves its final chapter, and I'd write in all caps with no erasers this time. If this reaches you, to the one who avoids me, I get it. You're protecting your peace or maybe someone else's. But just know, I've never come to disturb, only to honor what once lived between us, which was love. This isn't obsession, it's remembrance. It's art born from a love I still carry gracefully even in silence. I'll never force a door open, but if it ever opens again, you'll find the same soul, only wiser, softer, and still undeniably yours, J6.
I'ma look at this camera friend, don't unblock that nigga, okay? Keep them blocked. Okay? Say on to the words. Don't unblock. That was block. Hey audience, that's for you too. That was not the sign to unblock. You ain't gotta don't rekindle that motherfucker, okay? Keep it. Pour water on that bitch. Okay, go put alcohol on the bitch. I don't know. Y'all check out the bar. Get you a drink. Y'all give up our bartenders, Aujane and Fantasia taking care of you. For sure. Y'all ready for the next artist? Let me hear you say hell yeah. Y'all know what to do. I need all the love. I need all the energy. Give it up for Taiki. Bring it on. All the way to the bottom. Right. Y'all applaud.
My intuition's been really good lately. It's very American of me, actually, to have a drink in my hand and a flag, but you'll know why. I said no justice, no peace. I said no justice, no peace. No KKK in my streets. I said no justice, no peace. No KKK in my streets. I mean ICE. I mean the Gestapo. I mean the police. It's a different name for those who abuse me. I said no justice, no peace. Get your ass in these streets, or whatever way you can build community. We will not stand back or by while our country is ruled out by a king. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. A chant I used to say. See, I've been protesting Trump since 2015, and he's quoted me. 10 years of this shit, and I'm still saying the same thing. No justice, no peace, but now ICE is after me? I mean them, or whoever the agent is that day gets to pick. Will they see my social security number and my ID and let me be free? Or am I just another one of those enemies within? While they try to make America white again, I mean great, they will be taking us out the trash, into the trash the same way. Refuse fascism, stand tall, and don't let our country fall. Peace.
Count of three, everybody say fuck ICE. 1, 2, 3. Motherfuckers. All right. Y'all ready for the next artist? Let me hear you say hell yeah. Y'all know what to do. I need you to start clapping. Give it up for you, CJ.
options. I'm gonna give some options. You better now? Okay. I gotta work on this anyways. So I'm gonna go to Baltimore soon to perform in competition. I gotta do some practicing. Kinda don't want to, but we gonna find out from both. So do y'all want a black poem, a love poem, or a like an emotional poem? Okay. Appreciate you. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Follow me at uc.jae. And I guess I'll do this one. Father's Day coming up too, so this will be some kind of vulnerable. Ironic, I yearn to be a father, but I've been fatherless most of my life. So I'm conflicted on my position on how I should raise my future child. See, it takes a village to raise a baby, but I be a wanderer in mind. Now an adult, still learning how to become a man, so I will not cause further demise because as a teenager, I parented parents. Even my mother's partners became seeds of mine. I stepped in to play his dad when he should have stepped in to help I was told you're supposed to be there for him like I was his sperm donor who caused his trials. Here I am, the youth, looking for guidance, yet everybody expects me to drive now. I wonder if you remember you made me, Pop. Because I can seem to never forget. Because every day I feel like a stranger and discomfortable in my own skin. I'm half of you, and I barely know you, so I tend to hate half of the parts that you're in. Today, I was told we share traits. I want to rip those chromosomes out by strand because genetics are evenly split. I look like my mother, so I probably internalized tendencies from him, and I don't remember or hear anything good about Pop, so now I question my intent. I'm the baby of the family. See, there were many males appointed above that could guide. It seemed like I got the short end of the stick, though, because they all turned a blind eye. Brothers, cousins, uncles, no granddaddies. They was busy with their lives, but I cannot fault them for their lack of help because I wasn't their fucking child. Now, boy, that needed nurturing, but instead received lashes and whips. I remember being beaten and locked in my room. We used a specific corner to piss, and I always felt like a burden, or at best least favorite. Good kid at heart, but bad from a lack of attention. Teenager is when I fully thought of my suicide attempt. I came to conclude that it would have killed me, and I didn't want the negative attention, and just maybe, Pops would still intervene and lend a young boy an assist, so I gave myself a little more of father's time to figure out my existence. Adult, who can now use his dick with ill intent. It seems like everybody fucked me over, so now I wonder how it feels. I'm hypersexual from a lack of intimacy. Our sexual conquest makes us men, thinking with the wrong head, putting it into tight spaces just so I can fit in, quickly realizing from a lack of precautions is what my fucked up life commits. Sperm donor. When you can ejaculate the fertilizing egg. And for you and many alike, the job is over there. They never stay to nurture that kid because y'all drop seeds, then drop out oblivious of the hardship at hand for like a neglectful babysitter or magician, how you would appear then disappear, and that created further imbalance within the child because now I wonder was it something that I did? Would rather you be dead or in jail, at least I understand why you're not here. Man, but I was told I was not by a nigga in similar circumstances. Under the same roof, sharing the same one, my mother, but he undermined everything that I did. He said, man, pay his bills, take care of his kids. So tell me, how the fuck are you a man when you don't do none of that shit? Parent, a present figure that does the best that they can. A woman can do a lot for a child, but she cannot raise that boy to become a man. And that's why we need positive male figures to stop a reoccurring trend, because the system got us on drugs on the pipeline to correctional institutions. And without proper male guidance, we perpetuate toxic traits disguised as being masculine. Father, where were you when I needed a helping hand? You teach me how to fight, ride a bike, or to shoot my first baskets, needed help with girls, money, and planning the life ahead. You missed graduations, games, and future grandkids, and I learned from my mistakes. I would rather take some advice to be better battle prepared, and I cannot forget the numerous beatings. or the reoccurring demons. Last time I saw you, we locked eyes. You didn't recognize who your seed was. That's when I just proceeded walking by because you was no longer needed, and that's when I became the bigger man, and I considered you beneath me. Father, well, Dad, is what I hope my future children scream out with love. It won't be perfect coming from my situation. It'll be trial and error on my turn because there's still no male lineage to assist in my village. I'm forever getting it out the mud, but I'll be the seed, creating roots for my family foundations for generations to come. And I promise to always try and be there because I know what absence does. Grateful for my lessons because it gave me my perspective on the world, but I learned vicariously from my father figures on what not to be done. Paul.
Take care, y'all kids. Okay. When they bend it over, let that coochie breathe. Make sure you take care of them kids. That's all I'm saying. Y'all ready for the next artist that means say hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
Y'all know what to do. Start clapping, start clapping. Some of y'all was like, what the fuck did she just say? I said it. Y'all give it up for just that dope. All the way to the mic. Y'all applaud, 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 applaud.
I was still laughing at that one. I was like, what she said? Hey y'all, how you doing? Good evening.
You got a grip and stroke, friend. Oh yeah, you see. Okay, your strong ass. Yeah.
All right, can y'all hear me well? All right, good evening. I didn't know where I wanted to go tonight. In the spirit of being Haitian, it's also Caribbean. Caribbean Heritage Month as well, but it's also Mental Health Awareness Month as well. And so I was trying to battle which one I wanted to do, but I see a shirt back there that says dope on it, and my name is Just That Dope, and it's a black man wearing it, so I'm going to go with that one, right? So I am Just That Dope, and I'm a rap and life coach, and I am a certified life coach and wellness coach and career coach. And when I get on the mic, I make sure I speak life. Life is something that power of the tongue, you know, you could go either way. So, ladies, how y'all doing? Okay, y'all looking lovely. Tonight I'm gonna speak to the men, not at the men, but to the men. And specifically the black men in the room. Black men, can I hear y'all? No? Damn, black men? Come on, okay, I see the snap, I'm gonna take that, appreciate it. Keon, Kenyon. One of them, yeah. So I see. All right. So, dear black men, on behalf of the black women in your life, I want to apologize to you. Because quite frankly, there's no one who comprehends me like you do. So from here on out, when I say I really mean us, we, she, me, her. I don't really care who may defer because I prefer to keep it real. See, I haven't took a moment to consider how you feel. You carried the world on your back, on your shoulders, black like a hot folder. See, I never took a moment to consider you're the cup and not the coaster. For me to fill you up and not sit on you like the world does. Because that system, it's against you. Executive, legislative, and judicial. I got wrapped up in the scheme of things too. We gotta cut the branches off the trees from the roots. See, it starts with me and it ends with you. It takes us to bear new fruit. It's up to us to make the first move. We gotta get in our bags, that Mamba mentality, develop a plan to continue our legacy. Without you, there is no me. There's no other way for us to procreate royalty. I must admit I was bitter. What I should have done was look in the mirror. Maybe then I would have reconsidered how I treated you, because to them, we're both Niggers, niggers. See, I became Miss to everyone except you. Misguided, misjudged, misunderstood, mistreated, misinformed, to name a few. But it's time. This is long overdue. Stand in my place, the missus with your last name. The queen to my niggas. Negus. Let us reign. Cause it's in you I trust. Let's make it happen. It is just us. I wrote this in a space where I grew up in an era where it was a lot of black men ain't shit. But I want you to know that you are the shit. You are sacred, you're heroic, you're impeccable, tenacious beings that cannot be replaced by no other. Your seed helped give life to all humanity. So thank you. Because it's time for you to remember who you are. Look past the flesh, past this avatar, to connect to the power that's within. You're a warrior, you're a savage gentleman. You are my father, my brother, my nephew, my best friend, lover, husband, the father of my children, beautiful soul in who I depend to connect, to provide, to help me ascend. When we together, the light in me stays lit. Positive melanin magic, handcrafted just for me. Call you Wiki Wit. The words I speak, it's more than music. You're the strings to my guitar, the melody in my heart, the music that we create, it travels near and far. Black love, a mommy and daddy. What they all fear is an all-black family, a black family that's on their shit. Now let's make that the norm and not call it black-ish. Understand, we are the standard. We gotta change the narrative. We gotta do it for ourselves, and we gotta do it for our kids. Like,
Legacy, 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 legacy. Black excellence, baby. You don't know them soon.
Y'all applaud it. Okay, you done applaud the black men in the building. Yeah, and I'm on too. If you just joining us, I have one rule for the night, and that rule is respect the mind. I got one rule for the night, and the rule is respect the mind. I got one rule for the night, and the rule is yeah. If you want to talk to boy, babe, you know, do it in the parking lot. Get yourself a taco while you out there. That's all I'm saying. Y'all ready for the next artist? Let me hear you say, hell yeah. Okay, I like how y'all be following. I love that. Y'all follow direction real good. Y'all know what to do. I need y'all to start clapping, start clapping, start clapping, start clapping. Give it up for Road Report. To the mic, to the mic, to the mic, to the mic. I'm loud to go to the mic.
I'm going to read off my phone. I am a poet, but today I wanted to read you guys the intro from a book I'm writing. I used to have this really amazing agent, Aisha Conway. I appreciate her. She has Pulitzer Prize winning authors. Abraham Kennedy who won the Genius Award last year, and so much others, but we're not working together anymore, so I'm going to fill out some feelers for some new agent, okay? I want Random House, I want Penguin. So, and then this poem is actually going to be about mother and daughter relationships. So anybody who's had a complicated relationship with their mother, this is for you. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope you find some solace. And it's really a love letter to my mom, even though we had a complicated relationship. I want to know that even though she's made some mistakes, I still have empathy for her as a woman from Somalia. My mom survived the genocide and the Civil War and came to America. So this is to my mother. It's called Brick by Brick. If you know, you know, pun intended. A mother, a daughter, and the weight of survival. My mother never told me she loved me, not once. Instead, she told me I was ugly, that I would fall, that the world outside of her rules will swallow me whole. When I ran away, she swore I would come crawling back. She was wrong. But was I truly brave? People say, you're so strong. When you hear that I escaped an arranged marriage and female circumcision, they imagine rebellion, me standing at the edge of tradition, defiant. But the truth is much messier. I didn't run away at 16. I walked away. No one came after me. And for the next 8 years, I moved through a cycle of being ostracized, begging my way back in, and disgracing the family all over again. I wavered between feeling victimized and feeling selfish. I came to understand these warring emotions as my American self versus my Somali self. My American self was indignant. My mother was violating my rights. She denied me my independence, my education, and tried to force me into a life I didn't choose. I saw her as a bad mother, responsible for all the suffering that I had, and she was intent on ruining my life. But my Somali self, however, was ashamed. How could I be so selfish? My mother suffered in a refugee camp so I could have a better life. She sacrificed everything. I wanted to make her proud. Family is the most important thing in the world. And when I see mothers indulging their children, spoiling them into weakness, I recognize that my Somali mother is the source of my strength. The contradiction haunts me. Over the years, I've obsessed over my mother while refusing to get close to her. I yearned for her love, yet feared her at the same time. I've accepted that she may never love me unconditionally. She'll never be the American mother I sometimes long for. But she is my mother, and now, more than ever, I want to understand her. She numbed her pain through faith, finding refuge in a strict Sufi Muslim sect, and dictated every aspect of her life. I drowned mine in alcohol, in partying, and overwork. She found her worth in religious devotion. I found mine in degrees and awards. She built a perfect image of deity. I built mine on prestige. Both of us just trying to outrun the past. But trauma leaves footprints. It lingers in the choices we didn't realize we were making. I spent years running from her words, trying to prove her wrong. I threw myself into school, collecting achievements like armor. If I was impressive enough, successful enough, maybe I could rewrite the story she had written for me. But even as I rejected her ways, I lived in her patterns. She avoided and I avoided. She buried herself in faith, I buried myself in work. She was controlled by fear, and I let mine drive me. And now I have my own child, and I fear I'm making my own mistakes. Where she withheld love, I poured too much. Where she was rigid, I'm overindulgent. This book tells both of our stories, hers and mine. A mother and daughter, forever at odds, yet bound by the same unspoken grief. It's about breaking cycles, even as we repeat them. About seeking love, even when we don't know how to give it. And about how survival shapes us, how trauma molds us, and how we either let it define us, or we learn to set ourselves free. Brick by brick, she built her world. Brick by brick, I built mine. This book will show what it costs. It will not just tell our story, it will reckon with it.
Shout out to all the mamas. Yeah, y'all for the mamas. Y'all ready for the next artist? Let me hear you say hell yeah. Y'all know what to do. I need y'all to start clapping, start clapping, start clapping. Give it up for Akachi. All the way, all the way, all the way to the mic. You walked up like you was about to drop the hottest 16 ever. Y'all applaud the mother, applaud the mother. How y'all doing Caribbean heritage, right? So when I say what's the scene, say I cool. What's the scene? What's the scene? I cool. No, I'm telling a story. I need you all to listen. This boy like a band with drums. Watch the sticks line up. One Direction when I aiming with sniper. This thing I bust could make your eye bust. Heard your LinkedIn parks. Well, I have a job to do when I find it. Where? It don't matter in the end. I ain't your boy or friend. Pull up with tools when I ride up. Yeah. Drive by has commenced. And I'm halfway there in a big time rush. Known to incite death, insinuating the violence. What this toupee? Push your wig back. Ain't expecting a stipend. You think you great? Nah, easy to be my friend. Here today, gone tomorrow, huh? Your behavior was mindless.
Wait, no, go back to that great shit.
You a sucker, don't tell me. They knowing you fraud. Gun so big it carry your stomach, plus it invented the hole in the wall. My friends say, bro, you a fraud. These tails of a fake, nah, tails of a grape. Bah! Clip longer than the tail of a snake. Why? It's just lyrics and entertainment. It's just lyrics and entertainment. Type of thing that could get me out the basement. Thought you was for my success. Tell me why you're hating. You like movies? Video games? Eh? Well, I don't care what you have to say then. This is just lyrics and entertainment. Don't tell me how to make a living and pay rent. Now to write a verse about the dead up. It's crazy. Hip hop's getting me bread, but they said stop. My brother say, boy, this ain't you. Well, I guess not. The engineer say he can't mix it because the content not it. Last verse, I shot my dog in the noggin. You think you won't get a red dot? Finally getting the calls that I wanted. Brother, he able to pay you. I doing kind of cool off this nonsense. My mom's only giving me pressure at home. She like, Akachi, are you the son that I own? No, mom. Slim Shady gave me pills when I was broke. I'm trying to buy an abode. Why don't you like when I grow? It's smoke for everybody. They don't like to just see what
The money I making could do for the community. They want me on a losing streak. The ups is tuning in. I gain an upper tune because they hate my opportunities. It's just lyrics and entertainment. It's just lyrics and entertainment. Type of thing that could get you out the basement, thought you was for my success. Why you hating? You like movies, video games, and? Well, I don't care what you have to say then. This is just lyrics and entertainment. Be in Austin. Hopped out the Camry and I'm walking down 6th Street. What kind of vibes you getting into this week? Hopped out the Camry and I'm walking down 6th Street. What kind of vibes you getting into this week? If you with the bad vibes and bad energy, miss me. Got out Chick-fil-A, feeling simply amazing. Girl and them gazing at my chain cause it filthy. Thicker than my thumbs, plus I've been sweet. That Latina over there, she interests me. Now we in the alley. They cuff and they kick me. Awake cause I've been sleep. Wait, the chain, I don't know where it be. Yeah, nigga, ain't shit sweet. Give me that. That gun from your rap where it be. That ain't how I live, B. Yeah. Pick his ass up. Disrespecting the set, fam. Been a while now, we looking out for your weird ass. Yeah. Wait, hold on. It's just lyrics and entertainment. Bah, 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 nigga. Who you finna entertain dead?
Enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me in my energy, they trying to take away.
Hey boy, you got ops in the building? Entertainment and lyrics, okay? What the? Hey, the switch up was crazy. I said, what the fuck is Idris doing here right now? That is, you Trinidadian Idris in this bitch. Y'all give it up for Akashi one more time. It's just lyrics and entertainment, okay? That's all I'm saying. We ain't no witnesses to nothing. Lyrics. That bitch, I was just here, okay? Y'all ready for the next artist up here saying, hell yeah. Y'all know what to do. All the love. Give me all the energy. Give it up for Confide. Confide to the mind. Y'all like that? No? Okay. Applaud the police.
Can y'all hear me good? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to tune into my alter ego and be a little bit louder. So I'm new to Houston. I've been here a few times, but I don't know if y'all know, but it's kind of hard to meet cool people you want to hang out with in a new city. Yeah, but y'all like poetry, and I like poetry. So I feel like y'all got some cool points already, so we should hang out. Okay?
We be here every Wednesday type shit.
All right, cool. I got some old shit.
Oh shit!
It's new to me. Right, y'all don't know. It's called The Power of a Poet. So I happen to tell someone that I'm a poet, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I realize that once they hear that, people have expectations. They think that I get up on stage and I talk like this while everyone snaps, but that ain't it. While poetry can be a performance, for a lot of us, this is therapy. We mold misfortune into metaphors that help us turn cloudiness into clarity, so no. Please don't ask me if I'm gonna write a poem about you. Because if you're making it to my pages, I hope it's because you're in my good graces, because the power of a poet, it's like nothing you've ever seen, much more than phrases. And while I know that you probably like the movie, you'll find that this ain't love songs. I actually think it'll be better than what you're expecting. Because the thing about a poet is, they know how to find that exact thing that you know you want to say, but can't quite find the words, that you've been feeling deep down, but seem like you wouldn't be heard. Yeah. That's the magic of the melody of a wordsmith who speaks words with freedom from the judgment of a crowd full of strangers, whose verses could care less about what flaws are allowed or the dangers. We speak truth here. But sometimes like to talk our shit. Some of us poets have pieces that go so much deeper than the cliche movie speeches. These words don't just sound nice, but for a lot of us, it teaches. And tell me that don't make you feel the jazz in your left eye and the funk in your right.
Type shit.
I've seen poets be catalysts to turn ideas into movements. I've seen poets that can talk a mile in your shoes on the days you feel translucent. The power of a poet is to make you feel seen when everyone else refuses. But be careful, because if you cross one, they can be ruthless. Ain't nothing like hearing a poem about how you fucked up, but it was fire at the same time. Don't want to be the one sitting there looking salty because you read your name between the lines. And I'm not saying everyone does that, but I'd be lying if I told you I never said mine. But only when it's deserved, I do give grace where it's warranted. But overall, I come to open mics not just because it's what I like, but I find inspiration in every moment. I do it because I love it, even on the days where I feel like I suck. But the power of a poet is to push through. And even on the days where I just felt like, that was terrible, there was always at least one that said, I really needed to hear that from you. And that's what it's all for. Telling your truth to the world publicly is so vulnerable. And it's not easy for everyone to get up here and spit. And like my girl Erica Badu said, I'm an artist. And I'm sensitive about my shit. Thank you. For us, the way it makes sense is if we make it into art. For us, the pen to the paper is how our mind speaks to our heart.
Hey, friend. Is this the second poem?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's the end, girl. It's the end. I'm always saying I'm sorry.
Okay.
For us, the way it makes sense is if we make it into art. For us, the pen to the paper is how our mind speaks to our heart. For us, the way we keep it together is somehow telling the world how we fall apart. Not for some applause or some notoriety. The poets find purpose in their diary. We say loud what you think quietly, and hell yeah, give me a little bit of anxiety, but it's nothing like being your truest self in its entirety. For us, the power of a poet begins where your voice is strong enough to start. Thank you.
On and on and on and on. Damn, I'ma stop singing. That's the sign. The Lord says, shut your ass up. All right. Y'all ready for the next artist over here? Say hell yeah. Y'all know what to do. Start clapping, start clapping, start clapping. Give it up for K2 the poet. Come on, K2 to the mic, K2 to the mic. Y'all give it for K2. What's up, y'all? Y'all can hear me? Yeah. Y'all should don't be lying now. Alright, so I ain't really had the motivation recently, so I just wrote a little song, new shit, whatever. Alright. If y'all want to follow me, I go by K2 Report on Instagram and whatever else. Y'all got it. Alright. I love poetry and I love my pen, but I'd rather write music because I don't feel. These stories that we tell as poets sometimes come from hurt places, and we all somehow bummed than our truth. But no one talks about having to sit within yourself and reflect in you. No matter how much I write, no matter how much I rap, I still had to reflect in the nights I had to react. Young and had to grow fast to be my own protector. Young and had to stand up for me, but it taught me lessons. Lessons that showed I carried a different strength within myself, and instead of looking to others for help, I became overly independent and awfully that negative stereotype that they put on black women. Angry, so they say, not approachable at times, and guarded to protect the little one inside. I was a quiet kid and well-mannered, but people still found a way to do damage. When I stepped up for myself and stood up for myself is when I became that stereotype, so they say. Because when I chose not to bow down and take no disrespect, your ego was left shattered because of my words and threats. People don't see what it took for me to get my smile back, and people don't see the strength I had to muster up to fight them. I often feel like the color purple because of how hard I had to fight them. While my uncle wanted to kill him, but my dad to break his mental, but somehow I'm the villain when y'all try to break me down in my loneliness. But I repeatedly stood tall and met the motherfuckers face to face, because I can't break in the hands of the broken. So you can call it what you feel, but I choose to live and use my pen as emotion since I don't want to feel. Poem. That's it. I almost forgot where the fuck I was. Y'all already put the next on us over here and say, hell yeah. Y'all know, do I need all the love, all the energy? Don't feel on me now. Get up for Mike. Truth. All the way, all the way, all the way to the mind.
Yellow type of style, you know what I'm talking about? Yellow rounds, yellow big booty, yellow bones, yellow rounds, yellow little piggies, yellow watch, yellow show on the lady, shine, yellow little room set, lemonade machine for my girl.
Right about now, how y'all doing? I need a little bit more than that. Y'all all right? All right, all right, all right. Hey, everybody on the floor, yo, this a motherfucking stick up. I don't want to hear you sneeze, breathe, not even a hiccup. Hey, empty out the drawer, bitch. It's best you move quicker. Hey, don't make me have to leave you for a coroner to pick up. I need all of the cash, and don't make me have to blast anybody being stupid trying to hold out on the stash. Hey, yo, G, hit that safe and empty out the cash now. You think I'm playing with you? Hey, keep your fucking head down. Hey, it's best you be cool. No heroes today. If everything runs smooth, we'll be soon out your way. Hey, we got a minute left. Come on, dog, hurry up. I already see you drive, man. The car in the front. Waving guns around reckless, they head straight for an exit, but a plainclothes cop, the last thing they was expecting. He pulls out his Peace 5 and G-Car 3, one in the shoulder, in the stomach, and the last in the knee. Screams ring out in the bank in unison with the slugs, while money spread out on the floor like a Houston strip club. Mook and Hudson grabbed the cash and jetted straight out the door, hopped in the car, and left G bleeding out on the floor. And in an instant, we flash back to 2 months before, back when G, Mook, and Hustle started planning the score. See, Hustle said, I got a lick, and it's far from legit, but if we do this thing right, and we all will be rich. Mook was a yes man, kept a 9 in his left hand, the type of youngin' that be quick to lead 2 in your chest, man, but G seemed the type of young to make it to college and a degree, but peer pressure and circumstance was a hell of a drug mixed with a lack of finance and no fear to judge. A mother dying of cancer and a fatherless home. A lot of shit to be 17 and to have in your dome. And since the age of 5, he was deemed the man of the house, you know, playing that dual role of a son and a spouse. So them MD Anderson visits, yeah, of course he was there. Been through it so many times, carved his name in a chair. Watching cancer feed off your mother's like a knife to the heart. When you get money for treatment, if you ain't got it to part. And hell, speaking of hearts, just how much can it take knowing that if your mother died, you awarded a state? Let's get it straight. Cancer don't discriminate whether you black, white, rich or poor, famous or gay. But for the poor, it seems more like a death sentence because like everything else, even insurance got its limits. CTs to mammogram, chemo to bone scans. Hell, if you ain't got the coverage, best have that money in hand. And if you can't pay, then it's off the LBJ, which might as well be the crib. That's if you got one to say. Pharmaceuticals making billions, or innocent civilians, and yet still cancer killing people by the millions. And if you do survive, consider yourself lucky. Hell, you even get a prize. Yeah, it's called bankruptcy. Think about it. Is robbing a bank a crime? Yeah, we know it for sure. But so is spending money in treatment instead of a cure. I said, is robbing a bank a crime? Yeah, we know it for sure. But so is spending money in treatment instead of a cure. Quite true.
Y'all applaud the poet, applaud the poet. Audience, y'all been doing so good. So what's gonna happen right now, right? So here right about now, we are about building community, and a part of building community is like meeting the people around you, right? So we have a membership for only $5 a month. Only $5. You can afford not to buy. So my newcomers like, bitch, is this a cult? Where the fuck am I? Okay? But you're gonna learn it today, right? So when somebody come on stage, you're like, my book is only $15, right? Your response is, only $15. You can afford not to buy. Okay, I see how we working. Okay, I see how school went for some of y'all. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But what's gonna happen, right? We're gonna take a selfie, right? And then when you take that selfie, you're gonna make sure you follow Right About Now Poetry on every platform at WAN Poetry, right? And when you take the selfie, make sure to tag us. Make sure you tag the person that you're next to that you took the selfie with. Ask for consent. Don't be a weirdo. Just don't be snapping pictures of folks, okay? So everybody pull out your phones, Androids. This is your time to shine, baby. This is your time to shine. After intermission, we're going to get into the second half of our list. Somebody say King Luce. All the way from Columbus, Ohio. He's going to be closing out the show. But right now, everybody got your phones out? Everybody got your phones out? We're going to do a selfie. We're going to say hello to somebody. We're going to visit our bartenders. We're going to go into a brief 7-minute intermission. 7-minute intermission. All right, on the count of 3, we're going to say Gouda, right? Because I think Gouda is like the best cheese. And period. Smoke one and all. Not like smoke. Y'all get what I'm saying. Unless you want to smoke one too, you know. Period. All right, so on the count of 3, everybody say Gouda. 1, 2, 3. Gouda! So we're going to have DJ Bloom rock with us in a brief intermission. We got a sale during intermission. Yeah, no, not quite, yeah. What we got? Make sure to visit my bartender. Check out the sales they got for intermission. Make sure to tip them. We'll be right back with the second half in 6 minutes.
$5 sangria, $5 frozen.
We got $5 sangria. We got $5 frozen in the bag. Now is your time. You got 6 minutes to raffle. Hey, DJ Blue, I'm a dog and I'm a butt.
Having a official event, man. I've been following you. I like we talked the personal one. Yeah, well look, I'm proud of you. And I like to see your evolution. Yeah, you like actually one of the young cats on the scene that I'm really like watching.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, sir. You was at Poetry Lounge last week?
Yeah.
Okay, Young Growth, when you first came on, you was talking about the
Yeah. I don't just like to assume that people know who I am.
You from Baltimore, bro? I'm going to Baltimore. Should I turn these off? And then turn it back on or not?
You can play them at
Hold that.
Oh, is this Franklin?
I don't know.
It's a fancy ass little bougie little drink.
I know, Aja, they made it cute ass drink.
Like
arrive in your room. Mazda, HLJ. You were parked like an asshole. Please move your car before it gets keyed by someone that's not any of us, of course. Enjoy your intermission, folks.
Your 2-minute warning. This is your 2-minute warning.
Why you on stage talking low and shit? Okay, let me hit that. Why you on stage talking low and shit? No.
Oh. You don't want that.
Step on stage, you like, you ain't hear my whole shit. I said, let me hit that. Why you getting on stage talking all low and shit?
Oh. I'm wrong again. You doing something new, right? You doing Irish?
Yeah.
Did you edit it or you edit it or you trying to memorize it? What you doing?
I mean, I have it memorized and I did edit it. It's like, you know how you know something, but you like don't know it.
So, you gonna use your phone?
I'm gonna add it.
Hand it here. No, I'll hold it, and if you fuck up, I'll yell your line out. So when you go on, I'll yell your line out.
I've been trying to find this song. I've been trying to find this goddamn song. I'm gonna start with this song, and then through this song, I never found the original. Oh, I found it.
Did you download it?
I'm gonna go to my Shazam and download it. I'll just do like second.
Oh, I never go on that.
Oh yeah, it's added.
See, I never go on it and see what you looked up.
But I got
That's cool. Yeah. So you gonna start it and then go and hold it in your hand.
Nah, I mean, you know.
Do the phone.
Either way, I'm gonna hold my phone in my hand. I want to leave it like this. Either way, my phone in my hand.
Yeah, hand it here. Take her phone.
This is time to get your $5 rolls and $5 sandwich before we get into the second half and into our feature. If you are If you are standing, now's the time to make a way back to the seat. If you are standing, you can come a little closer. We don't ride up here unless you want us to. I will go for it. I feel like I'm gonna bust my ass one good time. Y'all ready to get the second half started? Let me hear you say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh. If you are just joining us, I got one rule for the night, and the rule is
Respect the mic.
I got one rule for the night, and the rule is
Respect the mic.
you arguing with Boo or Babe, take that shit to the parking lot or put it in the phone so we all can hear it. Yeah, I like that. So what's gonna happen on the second half, right? So when I say you are on deck, that means you are getting ready to come on stage. You're not coming on stage just quite yet, but you are getting ready to be here. So you should not be run-weighted walking from the back, okay? So on deck, I got 3.K.
Yeah.
I'm at first in the second half. I need y'all to start clapping. I need more love, more energy. Give it up for L.J.
How y'all doing? I'm doing great. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at official LJ Hamilton, all one word on IG, official LJ Hamilton. This is new. First time performing it live, so it's exclusively new. Trigger warning.
Okay.
In recognition of Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Check on the men in your life, please. I'm happy that coming out of a rough season myself, I was surrounded by a community that really looked out for me, so check on the men in your life. Hang in there, LJ. It's what you say to me. As the rope tightens around my neck, breath constricted, death petition, no longer able to run from it, has forced me to accept suspension. I've been in midair, I've been hanging, suffocating, drowning in trauma while nothing's changing, gasping for air just enough to save me, hoping my cries for help are heard before self-destruction takes me dangling, ready for social media feeds to make me famous. RIPs for about 3 days, then nobody mentioning my name, and ready for heated exchanges between family over where to bury my remains. Just make sure there's a fake smile on my face so I can enter the afterlife covering up my pain. Why can't you see me? Staying strong, fighting through. The thread broke a long time ago, now I'm hanging on by a noose. I don't think I'm ready to die, but ideation has my mind. Suicide in disguise got me hanging on for dear life, and the devil got my hopes up, whispering if I tighten this rope up, I'd be loose from everything I've been going through as long as I'm willing to give my soul up. And I'm ready for my close-up, my heartache inspired glow up, my corona-led coronation with devastation, chest credit with asphyxiation when the reaper shows up, but I'm scared and unprepared for what's to come. But when you get to the point of enough, what's left to do but to run? When you can't take another day of the self-hate, then death becomes what you love. My only regret will be not being able to apologize to my sons for what I've done. See, I can't write them a letter about how I tried to be better, explaining how life had me tethered to a fight with depression and a fight with the terror of a life full of errors. When mistakes become too heavy to carry, then you die under pressure happily. My only hope is that my emotional crash will lead to a road where a dead end becomes a welcome tragedy. It's crazy. As a kid hanging on the corner, I never thought I'd end up hanging from the ceiling. I never saw myself entangled with my demons while hanging on to feelings that cause the bondage from which I believe only strangulation frees me. So don't tell me to hang in there. I've been doing that for a while now. Choking on regrets. Why won't you pull me down now? Rescue me from myself. I don't really want to throw in the towel now, only for you to use it to wipe your tears the moment you found out that every day you never bothered to check. Push me closer to the edge. Every time you never asked, tighten the rope's grip around my neck, where you looked me in my eyes but didn't even suspect that I was already hanging. Continue doing so is all you said. But I need you to untangle me. Instead of watching this life strangle me, public hangings must not be that strange to see, because I'm the train wreck you can't look away from. But instead of helping me get back on track, you just say to me, hang in there. Well, damn. What do you think I've been doing?
Y'all give it up, LJ. Yeah. On deck, Miss Buckler, you on deck. Up next, y'all ready for the next artist? Let me say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Y'all give it up for free. Doc
Alright, can y'all hear me? Alright, it's kind of new. I'm gonna see if I have it memorized. I can't sing. I can't sing, so I'm gonna just apologize in advance for however you feel about that.
He's coming for your man. Father time, brother death. He's knocking, knocking, knocking at your door. He's coming. If a tree falls and no one is around to hear it, if a tree falls and there's no one around to hear it, doesn't make a sound. Because I've seen the biggest oaks fall silently if a man has been screaming from behind his eyes but never moves his lips for anyone to see. Or will we wait for time to strike again? I wonder if there was silence before he fell into darkness. Did he feel at peace? Were the whispers louder than deductive reasoning? Was the guilt something that left him empty enough to float away from his body? That ticking started picking at his subconscious, decided to clock out on the duties gifted by Father Time. But not every inheritance is a good one. Sometimes being counted on isn't what you want. Trying to live life on a stopwatch, constantly overlapping all the trauma, constantly triggered by the numbers. The standards. They keep changing, and it seems like all of your alarms are blaring and everyone around you keeps hitting snooze. I've seen how time can make a man go cuckoo. How the ego can get so inflated that they burst inside themselves. No wonder their favorite additive is bomb or fire. Convinced that being alone is the only way to get a payout in this world. Lost the value of being valued. That clock starts ticking, starts to remind you that if you don't build a strong foundation, that eventually these walls will cave in. You start to notice with the empty relations are taking your health, starts fading. What happens when you aren't equipped to stand up to your own undertaking? And that ego mask starts to fade. And that man becomes a boy again, lost at the mercy of shifting through gears. If brother death don't get you, then Father Time will stuck in another psychosis, constantly thinking of all the strikes you took, just waving. He's coming for your man. Father Time, brother death. Death is always close by. Desensitized and since became idolized, has literally cost our brains and scattered our futures across the wall. We can't take the mask off, it's glued on. We perk and set the standard that all people ain't equal. Played in the face of evil, thinking we duck shop, but instead we grease the geese, these chickens. They angry, flown the coop, ready to shoot, pop, smoke, roof, anybody's feathers who don't match, pulling out the fresh roots of your family's tree. That's the same, the wrong ones get cut. Stuck in a black matrix, and I'm not talking about race, it's dark out here. Too busy trying to act P and be rock solid to the feet, who can't seem to nip it in the bud. The community raging. Too many of our boys catch flashing lights before they catch graduation. Exit out boys in threes, moving too fast, don't blink. The only light he got is the beam. The only light we got only shines when it feeds our social feeds. I've seen my amigos try to take off. And brother death grabbed him by the string. Father Time came in and double team tried to juice the memory that he left on the ground. It came back. It struck.
Double tragedy. The family didn't have no space to grieve. He plucked 2 of our leaves right before the spring, and we kept begging Father Time for just 1 more week. I'm tired of losing the men in my life because they keep ignoring those broken gears. Your bodies don't have to be broken clocks. Your bodies don't have to be reminders of systematic negligence. It's time to tend to that tick, because they're coming.
God, the poet outlive, you are on deck. Up next, audience ready for the next artist. When you say hell yeah. Hell yeah. To the one I love, all the energy. Give it up for Miss Parker.
Can you hear me in the back? Alright, so because it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, is giving like that's the kind of guy that runs on. So I'm gonna go with an emotional poem, if that's okay. Fun fact about myself, I'm about to be a senior in college. I wrote this poem when I was a freshman. There's a lot of emotions going on. So yeah, we're just gonna go straight into it. Temporary highs, temporary blue skies. I yearn for it to be sunny every day. Unrealistic desires, unrealistic expectations. My days are always full of unexpected precipitations. The long duration tends to evoke frustration. I'd rather be myself because I prefer isolation. I never communicate because I hate communication. Change.
Slow down. Slow down. Take your time.
More fun fact, I'm also on drink 3, so maybe that's
Take your time.
The prolonged duration tends to evoke frustration. I'd rather be by myself because I prefer isolation. I never communicate because I hate communication. Change my name to Casper the way I go, no hesitation. I'm hot and I'm cold, just like that one song by Katy Perry. The mind is a dangerous place and my thoughts can be scary. Some days I wear my mask and some days that mask is off. Some days I'm cold to the touch and some days I'm able to defrost. I never know why it happens or how long that change will last. I seem to always find discrepancy somewhere in the forecast. I want to tell you what's wrong, but I don't even know what the problem is. I have trust issues. I can't even believe the meteorologist. There's supposed to be clear skies and zero chance of any rain. Well, now it's pouring down. I don't know how much more it can contain. Too many buckets have been filled. They were flowed. They have spilled. I'm drowning my emotions, but I'm trying to keep it concealed. Pouring feelings in a bottle. Take a sip, take a swallow. I drink till it's empty and they get drunk off depression. I'm trying to tell you what's been going on through this creative expression. This poem isn't about weather. This poem isn't about climate. This poem is a cry for help because lately I've been too quiet. Stop at drink 2, y'all. Stop at drink 2.
If you go to drink 4, I sound better, I promise. Alexis, Dion, you are on deck. Up next. Audience, I need your love. I need your energy. Give it up for Outlive. All the way to the mind.
One is being published on June 21st. This next book is going to have 10 poems that are 10 pages each. I'm not about to recite a 10-page poem to you. This is going to be a snippet of the first poem, so this is kind of like the introduction poem, if you will. You can follow me on my socials, which is OVTLIVE, Outlive. This one is called For My Last Trip. Perhaps the world naturally selected me this way. Maybe it was meant to be. But such faith is both cynical and hopeful, and dies somewhere between estranged optimism and shattered self-love. But in the radical glances of meaning, I have found gardens of the most beautiful things, golden dandelions and bright bees. And there I didn't cry every day. I didn't search for constant possibility. I wish I could tell you I died all right, and I can't tell you in totality why I always tried. But there was always something inside of me that sought love and laughter, that wanted me to be happy, but knew in the end I couldn't be. So I went on to say, that's the way it is. As I flung myself into immature relationships and bleeding lips, I laid unmoving in rushing traffic and wide awake in the dimly lit attic. But it is all tied together perfectly.
I was 17 when I knew a man that could pull magic tricks, leave the world for a while right in front of me as his eyes would move in camera clips. He would hold my hand and say, please don't turn out like I have. Make something of yourself. And we would fuck in a greasy bed, lay my head on the pillow next to his ashtray, as he would pull a sleight of hand and do it all again, all before my mother came home delayed. And I'd tell her I was walking the lake, but now I'm the one with it all coursing through my veins, the one who has to look through the world in eyes seeping with pain. And maybe you'll look to me as I breathe out please, in a hushed whisper that almost seems like a cry for mercy. But I just wanted to know if I could take the memories with me. Is this the fate I deserve? The one I asked for? Is it finally my turn? Well, how could I have thought that this is what I wanted? Well, I don't like the hand I've been dealt, and I don't think I ever have, but maybe that boy never knew how I really felt. He never knew how my skin welted under his cigarettes as they burned. But as were the homosexual romances in the Bible Belt, you would never be able to understand what I had to learn. As those sinister ploys and plays went on to fool the crowd in a blaze, rampant inferno and sweltering flames made me want to come out to play. But I got hurt when I saw my own face, remembering the crimson haze, where I find every misphase, but the moon knows how much I gave. So please, I know that the right one would have stayed, and maybe that was never or always my mistake. As I used to lie wide awake, with bloodshot eyes that would shine across the room to see if someone would come over and take care of me when I come to break. But no one came, and so I sat with the suicidal thoughts of a teenager that prayed for what seemed tame, and the world stayed the same. It knew something I never could. I look up and ask, one more heartbreak? God responds, you want one more for the road? As he takes one glimpse at my cornered stance, but I have never known love to be kind when it comes from a man, as even in the one that promises he wanted to hold my hand in front of all of the land, there is an hourglass of red sand that warns me of a dead end. And now I'm barely able to stand, and I can't really remember why I asked for romance. But please, God, you must hate what I've got, because every man I try to love always comes to make me rot. They've turned me inside and out, warned me for their plot, for what I saw. But maybe I forgot. Maybe I never knew how to be what they thought, as I have never really known what I was doing, plucking apples and leaves from the trees as hands went free and I was collapsing into the mud underneath. I haven't been able to breathe since I was 14. There has always been someone on top of me, someone choking me, as I used to plead for some ease, for someone to treat me nicely. But Daddy always said, rough is the only way you learn, rough is what you need. And when I tried to change that story, that love was stolen by destiny. Those hands were murderous and bloody. The ticking clock stared me down mercilessly. It is a cruel, cruel world to have lived and never been seen. I look to the right and see one more man begging for some time to talk with me. I guess they all had shame when it came to the ending. So I'll let my chest heave out one more puff of weed as I sling my head back and feel it all coming back to me. You see, it wasn't originally written that I would fall in love with a narcissistic masochist who would become my mortician. But in the big and brutal confusion, I revealed to him that I was a magician who had learned how to change emotions in instances, some psychological alchemy that gave me the ability to convert grief into confession and mania into perplexion. Because I fear that for too long I have tried to write with God's mighty pen. But this clock has never ticked consistently. It stops every now and then, it dictates my fate and doesn't tell me anything, until I'm stuck in bed, staring at the ceiling, somehow wishing for the end. But I'm supposed to know better now, but I'm still the same way I was at 17. Because the memories won't leave, and so I guess neither will he. Because I can't handle what I can't dictate. I want everything and everybody, so then I'll have nothing, no need to worry. And maybe I'm just scared of it all. I'm scared to be able to see the ending. When will I be able to realize that truthfully, none of this was up to me? But the problems needed a solution, and I tried to deliver it. But the equations were misconstrued to fit an image of a boy that no longer existed. Perplexed myself into submission of my own guilt. And I tried to tell everyone that the sadness was lifted, that it was all forgiven, but that was the first trick, and since I had never been seen as delicate, when in truth, I was told that I was born of porcelain and glistening ceramic. But I never learned what caused the split, what left me desolate, as I can pinpoint to some time at an early age when my dad would come home and static would fill the air as my limbs went numb. Because what if he yells my name? What if I'm in trouble again? The buzz in my bloodstream was put there by him. The addicting flavor of my laughter was always a product of mine, the gift I was given so I could live a life of deceit. Because what if I told you that because of my father, I don't think I ever knew who I could be? And as I sit in white sheets next to a shadow that smiles menacingly at me, I'll tell you that he does not bite,
He is not mean, but I know how he seems, as we were taught to fear the dark, to run from what we could not be. But if there's one thing I have learned in my life of secrecy, it is that no one ever really leaves. And I know it is daunting. I know you too have sat in an empty windowsill wishing it could all come crumbling. But leave, leave, leave. All I talk about is how they leave because it didn't happen young like people think. Not in the way that you see, because the yelling came first and then his hands. And that was the abandonment, because after it all, I never saw him as a man. Just a pair of coiled fists and furrowed brows. Those tools of discipline went on to be how I knew him, how I knew my first form of masculine. So I got into a few fights when I was young because I knew it all too soon, the violence. And I know I can't blame a child, so I blame the teenager I was in his rebellion, because maybe I should have moved on sooner. Maybe my father should be forgiven. But no, I have been living in bruises and stretched tendons since I was 7. And then came the guilt at 11, and at 15 came all the men, because I haven't been alone. I've gone on to believe I can't be. I still wish for him. The healing has not been a straight line, and the path ahead winds at the yellow brick road, in a dense fog that awaits what I am meant to know when the doctor comes in. But even then, where does the story go? Will I just be another boy that you came to know? I rise from the hospital sheets and plant 2 cold feet to the towel. I flash a smile. My teeth gleam under the LED. God must hate me, because the poetry was never supposed to be a grave, but now it may have to be. As I grace this stage for prophetic fulfillment, for standing ovation, you must understand that I have only ever lived so I could see the end. And maybe that is the ideal of a pessimist, but how would you like me to put it? You wish for me to tell you that I liked being able to live? That maybe it was all worth it? Well, what if it wasn't? What if I was just meant to be placed in a pure spruce coffin, buried rotten, and then brutally forgotten for the right reasons? What if I die with regret? What if I make it to heaven without being forgiven? What if the final glimpse of life is still all about him? I have suffered more consequences than I believe the actions deserved. The punishment far outweighed the crime, as they like to say. But that part of the story was never seen or even heard. So let me put the chains over my shoulders and pull it all with my discarded fruit. Because I will not allow you to look at me with concern. Please don't give the love to me now that I never knew until it was all too late. It will just remind me that I was always a story that someone else had to learn. The spotlights shine over my frail limbs, and the curtains begin to rise. And I see the monsters I spent time with and fucked senselessly. They stay in the wings, and maybe I lied. Maybe without me alive, they will all turn out all right. But their petrified eyes lock with mine as I begin to sway from left to right. Because this is me, my malice-ridden smirk accepting yours as you sit in the front row, under the lights. As I prepare for one more show, one more time to lie and sing. For my last trip, I offer testament to what I have seen as divinity. Thank you.
Check. I'll live with that. I'm not gonna give you 10 pages. I'm gonna give you 20 of them bitches. Y'all applaud the board, applaud the poet, applaud the poet. On deck. Fucking in a greasy bed is crazy. I know that was 20 minutes ago, but I was like, that's crazy. On deck, I got Taj. Up next. I need y'all to start clapping. Give it up for Alexis Dion.
Hola mi gente, how's everybody doing tonight? Hi everybody, I'm Alexis Dion. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Alexis Dion, double N. Sorry y'all, I'm always so nervous when I come here. Okay. Thank you, baby. Okay, so this is a new piece. Okay, and I feel like it's only fair to give you all a little quick backstory to it. So by doing that, I have to let y'all into my personal life a little bit, okay? So y'all be a little gentle with me, okay? I am currently going through a divorce and a separation from my wife of 7 years. And with that process, I had to do a shit ton of self-reflection, self-evaluation. I had to hold myself accountable for my part in the role of the breakdown of my marriage, okay? So with that, I had to basically peer into myself, and I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. I found a lot of shit that I just was not proud of. And with that, I just basically really questioned myself as a person and whether I was a good person or not. And I really felt like a monster for about a year, to be very honest with you. So this piece is an inspiration of how I like to say I was very fortunate enough to be able to face my demons and my monsters face on. And this is what that piece is basically about. So it's titled The Keeper, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Woo, okay. Once I thought I was a monster, mud-caked, moss-grown, too jagged to be loved, a troll beneath a bridge I built alone. But before the years piled on, before time curled my hands into fists, I was light, soft, golden, woven from warmth that still exists. My monster, she was born the moment it turned sharp, when innocence clapped beneath heavy hands, when words cut deeper than they should, when love came like prize, not a promise in the sand. As a child, I couldn't carry that weight. I was too small, too breakable, so I split in two. One side fragile, the other unshakable. At first, my monster was no monster. She was a guardian, standing tall, shielding the child, turning pain into armor, silence into a wall. She whispered, "Don't trust them. Stay guarded. Punch first." And so she did. She stayed. She kept me safe. But time kept marching, and the battles, they never stopped. So the guardian never relieved of her post, hardened, darkened, changed. Her warmth turned cold. Her open hands curled into claws. Her voice, once soothing, became a snarl. She was swallowed by the very mud and moss she once protected me from. She built walls where I needed bridges, turned softness into steel, caution into isolation, strength into rage. And I blamed her for my hesitation, for the locked doors that my heart, for my fear of being unknown. I called her cruel. I called her a monster. But when I was finally exhausted, when I stopped running, I faced her. But when we were face to face, I finally saw her. Not as a beast, I believed, but as the one who stood watch in the dark when no one else did. And in that instant, the distortion shattered. Behind her, tucked in shadow, a door, a secret, a child, and everything made sense. She braced for war, expecting the same battle we'd always fought. But I didn't raise my fist. I didn't flinch. Because the moment I saw her truth, I softened. I opened. I wept. Not in fear, but in reverence. And with steady breath, I whispered her name. Thank you. You were never meant to stay this long. It wasn't gentle. It wasn't clean. I saw her burning with every wound I ever buried. She moved like she owned the place, but I stood steady because I wasn't afraid of her anymore. And then I watched as she shed her sharpness, dropped her rage, unclenched her fist. Like a goddess rising from ash, she softened. She became light, the kind that heals, the kind that frees. Her claws turned to hands, her shadows to gold, and the weight I carried, my own damn shadow, crumbled. That's when it broke. A sob so raw it tore through me, not from fear, not from pain, but from heartbreak. Because I hated her, feared her, banished her, and the whole time, she was only trying to save me. She wasn't a monster. She was my protector, my warrior, my shield, and I had abandoned her in the name of survival. And when everything aligned, I let her go. I thanked her. You can rest now, I said. She looked back at the door, hesitant, unsure, but I reassured her. I will protect her. I will love her. She is safe with me. Then as she stepped into golden dust, I opened the door, took the child's hand, and stepped into my new role. I am no monster. I am no troll. I am the keeper of my own soul. Thank you.
We gonna keep her rocking. I got one more open mic hold before we get to our feature. You ready for the next artist up here and say hell yeah? Hell yeah! Y'all know what to do. I need y'all to start clapping, start clapping, start clapping. Give it up for Todd. All the way to the mic.
What's up, man? Yellow everything this time, you know what I'm talking about? Yellow rounds, yellow big booty, yellow bones, yellow rounds, yellow MPs, yellow watch, yellow Joe, shine.
This is why the swagger and my purple on my fanny pack. Full fantasies gonna cash doing bumps in the backseat of his black car. Got his black card book. Never use it on a thing, never asking for a rent. Pride I'm paying for the 5th time on the line with Lilith. Calling in from Lucknow to the back of the bus now. We don't get the discounts. Get me out of this town. I'm Lake Buena Vista. Can we go the distance? It's instant. I'm feeling defensive. I'm sentenced to mystery. I'm taking offense to this missile of all our history. Bitter and broken and pissed to be. Piss poor, clinging on Coranda. Pennywise, I'm paying for my own fuckery. A clown on the verge of a goddamn meltdown. Are we done yet? No, I'm not fucking done yet. Met a Bombay bitch in Burberry and her pussy tastes like Daisy. He said I'm straighter than a ladder taped up to a wall. Took a bigger, better bitch to make the right call. Said I get dick in the back for him. Stand by. Can you pick me up after Andy hits and Danny quits and Bobby spits out all my tits? The regular is the vulnerable. Don't tell my mommy I'm a whore. Let's know some kiss it and I cook. Yeah, I love you, that I look. Yeah, a bad boy from Boca. He run, I stay broke. New order, Baroque. The crock on my sofa. One piece of this and one piece of that. Todo globo na vez. Esto por aquí, puta chata la de Google Vietnam. I'm just a clown, so I can't be around you. Got an ego the size of Texas. My pride, my pen and paper dreams. Pride forgets to sing for you. Pride forgets to drink for you. Pride forgets to think about the things that I would not allow. Now I don't care to be a burden, and can I know for certain? Is it urgent? Do you need me? I'm Mary, not the virgin. The answer you were searching for. It's lonely because you hide behind your mind's hind legs. A slow road. Maybe I was wrong, so I put it in a song. It's gotten kind of peaceful, I like to get along. I don't really care a lot, but I like to do my thing. I love the way you think. Love, it keeps me singing. But honestly, I mean it, I'm bigger by the minute. And I don't think the shoe fits all these bad excuses. I don't think the shoe fits, it's all these bad excuses. Never met a man with such a kind disposition. No, I'm excellent and making all the wrong decisions. Playing God in my mind, marinating dirty dishes. Swimming in the clutter, long division in my visions. Never went to practice, call for intermission. Lots of boxes, lots of options. Presents, peasants in their prisons. Ball games and birthdays and blockbuster bosses. I'm feeling for Italian. Can we try the sauces? I read biblical prose because he thinks he's Jesus. Jesus is a sickness. Salarina, she's my atmosphere. I'm breaking through the stratosphere. Okay, yeah.
Y'all applaud the artists, applaud the artists, applaud the artists. our featured presentation, right? So we reached a part of our show that we, all the way from Columbus, Ohio, y'all give it up for our feature. So I asked the feature, I said, hey, yo, King Luce, what you want the people to know about you? He was like, I love bowling. Y'all give it up for loving bowling, yes. And I was like, but what else?
You know it's up.
It was like, I'm a Pokemon nerd. Okay, give it up for Pokemon. And I was like, but what else? He was like, I'm a published author and I love wrestling, okay? Yeah? Y'all, some of y'all too young to know what that is now, okay. But right now, I need y'all to channel everything you got, right? I need y'all to bring it to your fingertips, right? I need y'all to start clapping like you just want some money. I need y'all to start clapping like you can't breathe for the summer. And give it up for
I toss and turn and I keep stressing my mind. I look for peace, but see I don't attain. What I need for keeps, he simply gave me play. Now look at this. Madness, madness.
How y'all feeling tonight? Like I said, I'm a poet that traveled all the way from Columbus, Ohio. Shout out to my city, 614. So yeah, I'm a preacher this. Shout out to right about now. Y'all look amazing. Y'all look amazing. So I'm a poet. I am an author. I am also a host and curator of my own show called Catch These Vibes Open Mic Experience. Give it up for that. So, we will be celebrating our 1-year anniversary June 29th, but I also host virtually every Thursday from 9:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely check in, follow Catch These Vibes Open Mic, and also follow me, King Luce. That's KINGLUCHE on all social media. So without further ado, let's get into the set. This first piece is a part of my book called Infatuated Desires. It is $15.
Only $15. You can afford not to buy it.
So definitely check me out, and I hope y'all fuck with this piece. All I know is I love acronyms. There's 6 words, so pay attention. Let's get into it. Hey, yo, bitch! Come swallow this old some dick. Excuse me, where are my manners, right? Hey, yo, beautiful, intelligent, thick, chocolate, honey. Come swallow this wholesome, delectable, incredible caramel king. Luce would like to remind you, I love it, stop. Nah, you definitely the throat goat. But baby, I'm ready to rock your boat. And you know the song go back, back, forth and forth. Let me see you go back, back, forth and forth. She be giving me Aaliyah vibes. One of the million reasons why she's more than a woman. She is a goddess who is always modest. Them lips, when we kiss, taste like sweet cherries and cream, while she screams my name, Luce, as I'm stroking her in between. She then looks at me and gazes at me and she says, Daddy, grab my neck and choke me. And I tell her, baby, I got this joint roll first. Let me take a few tokes so I can smoke my stress away. Because, baby, I got the munchies, you see. And what's on my mind is pretty, ultimate, super, succulent, yummy lips. I'm ready to feast on. And as I kiss and tongue her down, I feel the splash, waterfalls ludicrously drowning my face. My beard is drippy as she grabs my head and pulls me out from out of that ocean. She then whispers in my ear, and she says, "Nigga, come suck on these natural, irresistible, glorious, gorgeous areolas. Nigga, I want you to fill up, come kill this pussy." Well, before I can actually fill up and come kill her, right? I look at her and I tell her, "Baby, after I fill you up, I want you to suck the rest of this savory, enticing, majestic, everlasting nut out of my soul." And when I hum, pow! Right in the kisser. My lady is up and she's making me toppings. No, not because I laid the wood down like Jody did that on Baby Boy. No. It's because we enjoy talking about creative opportunities while enjoying each other's company. And for that, I'm very thankful for my very own beautiful, intelligent, thick, chocolate, honey. Am I good? So this next piece, like I said, I am a big Pokemon nerd. Fun fact, there are 1,025 Pokemon across 9 generations. However, if you're not a big nerd like me, most of my generation grew up on the first two, which was in the late 90s, Gen 1 and Gen 2. So we're going to give you these bars. And I got a dope intro for y'all, so it's called Pokebars. Let's get into it. I wanna be the very best, the best poet of them all. Dun, dun, dun. These open minds are my real test. Will I pass or will I fall? I will travel across the land, performing worldwide. Dun, dun. These open minds are my real test. Will I pass or will I fall? I want to be a Pokebar master. A master in the art of moving the masses masterfully with massive words. Hey yo, call me barman. My bars, bar for bar, set barns ablaze. It amazes me how you niggas act very oddish, but I keep it a hound down. I've already took a peek at your soul. It's very gloom and ghastly. She'll never take a chance at you, see? She senses scary, shady, gang of deli birds trying to haunt her. You don't have a present to be in her presence. She sees you nothing more than a jinx trying to hypnotize, make her drowsy so you can access her. Meow! That's right! She don't want you, James. Just see how I'm about to execute the assignment. I'm gonna take her to Paris, stroll the beautiful city, and scale the Eiffel Tower. Now they say a diamond is a girl's best friend, but this beautiful black onyx ring is gonna have her stomach catching butterfrees. See, I'm gonna propose to her and tell her I need a queen. But her response, "Deal, I need a king." And as we kiss and lick our tongues in union, we will celebrate by riding on Lapras as we travel off into the sunset. Because baby, I see the star in you. And I know you see the star in me. Oh, James, don't be a grabby crab. Get your slowpoke ass in the gym. It's not my fault, and it's not my fault that my mom. And if you think you're gonna really step to me with all, I promise you, I'm going to hit you with them jabs like abracadabra, alakazam. Finish you with that psycho uppercut, and you'll never have a future in sight. I just say shout out to my home city, like I said, Columbus 614, all my dope poets back there. So this next piece, right? I have a slogan called Love Me Black. So not love me back, love me black. Meaning like I appreciate my culture that I come from and all the stuff that we've gone through. So this is one of my prominent poems, and we're about to get into it. So my black body isn't made for target practice. It wasn't made for you to take shots at me, take shots in me, see? My black body can be used for leverage. I'm not some experimental rat that you can bribe with this cheddar when I can see right through the holes that I cut you open with my Swiss Army knife. Nah. I will never forget the massacres and the senseless shootings that you have committed to my people, bodies laying in the pool of blood, yet why in the fuck are these people recording our demise? And that's some corny shit. My ancestors did not fight just for you to gain temporary recognition while these devils continue to laugh in our face. This black body is built to weather the storm. Love Me Black is more than just a slogan. This is my legacy. It is what started my growth as I blossomed into one of the greatest poets to ever come from my city. Now my black body is a beacon of light. You can't dim what has an endless supply of brightness. I'm blazing, faded, yet feel amazing. Now call me your word highness. I'm living this life copacetic, and I love being black and unapologetic. Now put some respect on it. Yeah. Understand this. What you decide to do with your body is your decision. But don't be surprised when your black body fails, locking you into a painful submission. Now the way I see it, y'all got two options. Either A, don't let these devils distract you, or B, fall victim as their next target practice.
So this is the part of the show where the hosts interrupt, right? And so as he said, he's all the way from Columbus, Ohio. So we want to make sure that he can get back there, right? Someone go ahead and pass the bucket, you know, I ain't tell you where I put the $5 from. That's probably from my city. But we got $5 to kick off the bucket, you know, and he got a free pass to a gentleman's club. So he gonna need some ones in the bucket as well. If you're like, damn, Sharika, I ain't got no cash, don't worry. Vanna Black will be back.
How y'all feeling?
I said Vanna Black will be back, okay? I am Vanna Black and I am back, all right? So if you're like, I ain't got no cash on me, there is Zelle, right? The number 614-593-9026, and we got Venmo at King Luce, Cash App, at BJX Spencer. So go ahead and get what you can, Get feature.
Shout out to right about now. Appreciate y'all. Y'all good? Y'all good? Yeah. Ready to get these motherfucking poems ready? All right, let's get into it. So, next piece. I'm going to get into some brand new shit. Newer shit, that's in 2025, newer shit, so yeah. So shout out to Pyro, the great. He came up with a writing prompt that said, I hold this pen better than holding a gun. So with this poem, our tablet is fully loaded, so we're about to get into it. This pen I hold is better than holding a gun. It's fully loaded. Loaded, hottest poet now, wields words strong enough to blast your face off. You rather take the easy route where you can put your pen up in mine. Too bad I'm gonna make you lose your limbs before you can even get a round off. Aim at your feet to make sure you're not the last man standing. Shatter those legs as I watch you crawl and scream in agony. Agonizing Agatha actually had the audacity to step up to kill a Luce. Ain't no waving a towel when you have no arms to wave. My pen is the Punisher, punishing peasants with precision. You made the decision to bring a gun to a pen fight. Silly rabbit. Tricks will always be tricky. And for my next trick, I'll take aim at your heart and leave you heartless. Cold-hearted, cold-blooded, leaving your brain shattered, splattered. This is why my pen is deadly. Your penance penned your downfall. Let me remind you that words do cast spells, spelling your fate. Think about your decision about wanting that smoke as you proceed with caution. Or be my next victim that ends up in a coffin. Alright, so shout out to y'all. Y'all been an amazing crowd. Give it up, give it up. Love yourselves. So I got one more for y'all. We're about to close it out. This is why I'm a wrestling fan. So I think this is like the perfect one to end it with. So wrestling is my wife, right? You know, I'm married to wrestling. But it's an acronym too because I love acronyms. So wrestling stands for wrestling, or wife stands for wrestling is for everyone. So the title is called wife. Let's get it. Acknowledge me. I Roman reign supreme at these open mics that I'm too raw of a poet to contain. These words will either uplift you or you'll be ready to lay the smackdown. I'm up next. This is an open challenge. I'm ready to fight, whether that is one-on-one, a handicap that will get you handicapped, or fuck it. A Royal Rumble is fitting for a king of this ring. You can't see me. See, nah, I said you need to fix your attitude before I say F you and give you an attitude adjustment. I'm a technical technician, technically speaking on how my love for wrestling is real. So please, don't talk that fake shit to me. You rather stay at rock bottom chowing on alcohol. Well, my nigga, I'm a whole different pedigree. See, I'm tired of this bad blood brew. It's time to put up or shut up. Let's give these hardcore fans what they truly deserve. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Whether you are Ric Flair, Rick James, or Ricky Bobby, I am the Almighty. I am a survivor of surviving series of serial killers. Let's be for real. I've been through enough hell in the cell. I grew hungry, remained humble, and overcame heartbreak. Kid you not, I went through an evolution before depression undertook me and left me buried alive in a casket. So I ask you, do you really think you have a shot against the chosen one? When I shoot these plays more like mellow, I never miss. I'm building a legacy that will be shielded by the nation of domination. So if you're feeling that confident, put that title on the line. Welcome to Armageddon, where it is unforgiven, unreal, unhinged. Hey yo, we can go 30 to 60 minutes to see who the true Iron Man is. But that end result, I'm gonna make you tap out. Utter those words, I quit, as I become the last man standing. I appreciate all the love. Shout out to, like I said, right about now for this amazing dope. Like I said, traveling all the way from Columbus, Ohio, so you know I'm gonna come back. But if y'all like what you heard, I'm back there. Like I said, I got books for sale. Follow me. $15.
Only $15. You can't afford not to buy it.
So yeah, definitely check me out back there. But if you want to follow me, you can follow me at King Luce. That is KingLuche on all social media. Also follow my platform, Catch These Vibes, open mic, any poets that are free every Thursday from 9:30 to 12:30 Eastern Time. Pull up, share a phone. The next show is going to be June 19th, so it's Juneteenth. So we're going to be black as fuck. That's the thing for Juneteenth. So pull up, check it out, and like I said, I appreciate y'all's time.
Y'all applaud the feature, applaud the feature. As you said, we got books on sale, Make sure to support the artist. Audience. Y'all had a good time tonight? Y'all, I need y'all to really make me believe it. I said, did y'all have a good time tonight? All right, let's give it up for our bartender, Audrey and Fantasia, taking care of you. Give it up for the beautiful avant-garde. Give it up for Kirsten at the door. My DJ Bloom. Give it up for right about it. Yeah, we got UCJ on the land. Give it up for your hostess with the mostest legs, oh my God. All right, so what's gonna happen, right? So the show is ended, but you ain't gotta go home. We got Waves on Brown. We got a DJ on the patio, DJ on the first floor, DJ on the top floor. We'll be here till 2 a.m. If you're damn sure we got one more poems, we'll be at Rutgers next Tuesday for Armageddon. And then we'll be back here on Wednesday with Rochelle the Gemini for the Pride Open Mic featuring Good Thoughts. Y'all ain't gotta go home, y'all can hang out, but give it up for yourself. Yeah. If you got a cup in front of you, pick them bitches up, okay? We got trash cans all around. If your friend lives something, pick it up. Don't forget, we are right by our poetry. Don't be afraid to come talk to us, rock with us. We're here each and every Wednesday.
Sharika, you're talking to all of them now.
We got married back on 27. We are in Houston, Texas.
I want to be like you when I grow up. Who is this? We got, is this Facebook? This Facebook. Yeah. Where y'all at? Come on out next time. Is this Instagram? Is this no, this Facebook. Listen, y'all in Houston, Texas. Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Come on out. You feel me? Cause listen, we ain't done. I'm trying to be like her when I get out of it. I want to be like her when I get. Look at it. That's TikTok. You want to go talk to Sharika? Go to TikTok. Where y'all at with it? Oh. So yes, Houston, Texas, come on out. We here. No, for real. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all home safe. Make it home safe. Come back. On Tuesday, on Wednesday, and 5 hours of support. And if you're in Houston, Texas, or you plan on coming to Houston, Texas, make sure you get the inbox right about the support. 6'5", 6'9", that's today's all my just be the room back there. We have a time for y'all, so come out and vibe out with us if y'all in Houston, Texas. You feel me? Okay, all right now. 6'5", 6'9".